Mr. Musk, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Now, I can't begin to tell you the excitement I get over the things you do.
Great.
All right? Just tell people who you're one of the founders of PayPal. You're a scientist, you're an inventor. You created the initial concept for Solar City, the largest provider of solar powering the United States. As I said before, SpaceX and Tesla and PayPal. Also designed something called the Hyperloop, which would transport riders from LA to San Francisco in 35 minutes. At what point do you tip over from visionary to supervillain?
Yeah.
And where are you building your secret mountain lair?
I'm wondering that myself, actually.
What I love about you is that you saw the future as a kid, I imagine, and you went, yeah, let's make that happen.
Yeah.
Because the future you're giving us is the future that I thought. I saw X-Men on Saturday night.
Yeah.
And then I walked out to my Tesla, because I have a Tesla.
Yeah.
And it just greeted me. The door handles came out, and it just felt like it was my friend.
Right. Yeah.
I said, I don't need the damn movie. I've got a car.
Yeah. We kind of want the car to be your friend, actually. In fact, with the new version of the software that's coming out, you're going to get to be able to name your car. Like it's a pet or something, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
What would you name your car if you could?
Well, since I have the advanced software, I have named my car.
Really?
Yeah, I named it Old Faithful. It's the second production version, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
So.
Don't name it Old Yeller, or you have to shoot it.
Right, exactly.
Okay, let's talk about SpaceX for a second. People know you already from Tesla. I want to show a little bit of footage here of one of the test flights you've done for a reusable rocket. Let's take a look at it here. That is one of the most badass things I have ever seen. That's what we were told rockets were going to be able to do when I was reading all of those 50s science fiction books as a kid.
That's what they should do, absolutely. Yeah.
So why is that so important?
Well, the main reason it's important is that we want to achieve full and rapid reusability with rockets. So the way rockets work today is that they're single use. And you can imagine that if you had an aircraft or a car that was single use, well, not many people would use it because it would be too expensive. Mm-hmm. So we need to make the rockets rapidly and completely reusable such that you just need to reload propellant in order to fly again.
So this seems to me is the kind of rocket we need to be able to go to Mars. Because you can't go there and build another rocket. You got to go land, suck some hydrogen out of the water in the soil, and pack it back in, and off you go.
Yes. Actually, you could conceivably go to Mars with an expendable system, but you would only be able to send a few people, maybe on one or two missions. And in order to actually establish a Mars base, that's where the reusability is critical. Otherwise, it's simply too expensive. People won't be able to afford to move there. Okay,
so more immediately than going to Mars, we've got to get up to the International Space Station.
Yes.
And the Ruskies have said, no more rides for you, Amerikanish.
In fact, I believe the Deputy Prime Minister of Russia suggested that America use a trampoline to get there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
This is no joke. It really actually did say that. It's kind of crazy. But
you're the only company that's actually sending payloads up to the International Space Station right now. The only private company that's doing that. What's the name of the company that's doing that?
Well, yeah, so it's SpaceX, and then Orbital Sciences is our competitor for bringing, well, they also take cargo to the space station.
So two of you are doing it?
Yes, although we're the only company that's bringing stuff back, in terms of cargo back.
So if I were going to go up, I'd want to go with you guys, because
If you
I
want
don't
the
want a
return
one-way
journey,
trip.
right?
Okay,
Exactly.
all right.
Right.
Now that the Russians have said they're not going to give us rides anymore, how good is that for you? Can you
Well,
step up and take
I
over
mean,
for the manned flights?
I mean, arguably, you know, with enemies like that, who needs friends? But yeah, I mean, I suppose Russia is being helpful. Yeah, probably being helpful.
Did you think about sending them some flowers after they refused us a ride?
Sure.
How long before you're sending men up? Or women?
Yeah. So we hope to be sending people up in about 2 to 3 years with Dragon version 2. The version 2 of our Dragon spacecraft is able to land propulsively and with precision. So
like that thing just did.
Yeah, basically similar to that, although it has 8 side-mounted thrusters and uses differential throttling for control instead of gimbaling the main engine.
You don't have to tell me.
Right.
Can you hold on a second? I want to talk a little bit more here for just a second. We've got to take a commercial break. Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with SpaceX and Tesla Motors founder Elon Musk. The two of us are talking. As I said, I've got a Tesla, and I love the car. And it's miles it's the best damn golf cart I've ever driven.
Wow.
The acceleration is incredible.
Thank
It's
you.
incredibly comfortable. They won't let me take it on the links at my club. But other than that, you recently made all the patents for Tesla available to everybody. So we're not going to prosecute people if they use our patented technology for Tesla.
Yeah.
Why are you giving away the store like that? Why are you being the Edward Snowden of you?
Right. I'm not sure the right analogy exactly, but I mean, I sort of view it like if we're all on a ship together, and there's some holes in the ship, and we're sort of bailing water out, and we have a great design for a bucket, then you know, even if we're bailing out way better than everybody else, we should probably still share the bucket design, because we're all going to sink.
Last question. Your future man, where's my jetpack?
You know, you can actually, if you look on YouTube, there's a lot of interesting videos.
I don't want to put a cat in a jetpack. I want to get in the jetpack.
Right.
But have you worked on a jetpack of your own?
I haven't. No. No.
I'm
I'm not sure about jetpacks. I mean, there's some fundamental physics that make it very difficult to have a jetpack because they're going to be very noisy and.
It's hard to land a rocket on its tail too.
True.
Eyes on the prize.
But you know, something I think would be great to have is that aircraft should be vertical takeoff and landing. You know, and
like a Harrier or something?
Kind of like a Harrier, except that you should really, it's better to move the fan than it is to duct the air.
Right now, a Harrier does it with ducts.
It is with ducts, yeah, and
duct tape, one imagines.
Yeah, there's a much
fair amount of it.
So, but I think the Harrier is a great plane. But I think that there's a real opportunity to have a vertical takeoff and landing electric supersonic jet.
Electric jet?
Yeah.
Does it shoot sparks out the back? I don't understand. How can you have electric jet?
No, you use an electric motor to drive a fan. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. My apologies. I should have seen that.
Actually, jet aircraft are mostly fan-driven.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Traditional jet aircraft. Like when you see something that's called like a high bypass jet engine, like on a 777.
Yeah.
You know, it's got like that huge.
Huge fatty engine.
It looks huge. It looks huge.
Enormous, yeah.
And that's because most of the propulsion is really coming from the fan. So
you need a big fan.
Yeah, so it's really
it's a prop plane that they've dressed up to look like a jet.
Kind of that. Yes.
So
It
I've been lied to.
Well, there's some value to having ducts, but it's actually more efficient to have an open fan if you just care about sort of efficiency per mile. But you can go faster if you have a ducted situation. Yeah.
What's next? What's the next thing? What are you going to blow my mind with?
Well, what do you wish there was?
I wish there weren't any cables. I wish that computers didn't have to be typed into. I think that
Sure.
that the mouse and the keyboard is terrible. It's terrible. It's a terrible interface.
Right.
That I could have a relationship with the machine, and I'd have a discussion of my needs, and it would do it.
Right.
And I also think that cables on anything is terrible. And
True,
charging, not
true.
communication, but charging cables as well.
Yeah.
That I would just walk into my house and things would charge.
Right.
Or just I would have a subscription service to a charging system, and that anywhere I went in the United States, there would be a charge that would follow me around.
Right. Right. Okay. Okay.
Get back to me.
Yeah. No, we'll do it.
Thank you, Elon.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Elon Musk, SpaceX, Tesla Motors, and wireless charging. We'll be right back. Thank you. You going to send people to Mars?
Well, we're aspiring to send people to Mars.
No, I think that's fantastic. Why, though? I do. I mean, I do. I honestly think it's super exciting as a
Sure.
huge science fiction fan. You know.
Right. Right.
But why? Why would we want to go? You've seen the pictures.
Yeah. I think there's two main reasons. One is that if humanity is on more than one planet, if we're a multi-planet species and a space-faring civilization, then civilization as we know it, humanity as we know it, the light of consciousness was likely to propagate into the future much further than if we are a single-planet species. And although I'm quite optimistic about life on Earth, there's at some point there's likely to be some calamity, either natural or man-made, and obviously if
Do you
we're
have any idea what that might be? Because
there's a few options. I'm not a doomsday. I mean, I did say multi-planet, so it's not like another planet, but a different one, or so. So it's not like one planet but a different one. I really think it's important that we're on multiple planets in a space-faring civilization. I think that sort of preserves the future of humanity. It's sort of life insurance collectively. So that's sort of the defensive argument. On now, the one I find actually more interesting or more motivating is that it would be just the greatest adventure ever. And it would be really exciting and inspiring, and there need to be things...
But dangerous,
it's certainly
Jumping
dangerous.
off a cliff is an adventure until
Yes.
you stop suddenly.
Right, exactly.
Okay, and like you like go over there having families and everything on Mars?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mars ain't the kind of place you raise your kids.
No.
In fact, it's cold as hell,
Yes.
and there's no one there to raise them
Yes.
if you did.
Well, I mean, my sort of term for Mars is that it is a fixer-upper of a planet. So it's going to take some work, but it's possible to transform Mars ultimately into an Earth-like